Hello everybody, my name is Dutchy, welcome to RPG Labs, and are you ready to rumble? Because if you guys are, this video is going to be all for you guys. Alright, so we're going to be talking about the perks you can get in Rumbleverse. Now, in order for you to get the perks, you actually need to rumble some of the other combatants in the game. Now, you only need to do damage to them, but if you do knock them out actually, you get an extra 200 points for your next perk. Now, unlike other games, Rumbleverse, you do not get to pick your perks at all. Now, instead of this, it will give you a random perk, and once you get that perk, it is stuck with you for the rest of the match. Now, you can only get a maximum of 10 perks per game, but the thing is, there's actually 15 perks in total in the game as well. Meaning that you cannot get every single perk in the game and be extremely overpowered. But to be honest, getting to 10 perks is also quite hard, because you need to do a lot, and I mean a lot of damage. Now in the beginning you only need to do 500 damage, so you should be easily able to get this, even if you're just fighting some random guy. But later on you need to get over like 2000, and then even the last one is 10,000. But remember, this resets every single time, so it's not like you get 500 and then you can go on to the 2000 with the 500. Your timer will actually reset, well, your counter. Alright, now that that basic stuff is out of the way, I'm going to be talking about the actual perks that you get in the game and the things that they do. Now there's basically 3 categories to these. There will be the damage buff, there will be the health buffs, and there obviously will be the stamina buffs as well. Now 2 of these are actually in multiple of these categories, so I will actually talk about those last. Now to get us started off, let's go on to the damage category. Alright, so Ballistic is actually a really easy one. So what this perk does, it basically allows you to have a 2-hit combo when it comes to you and your sprint attack. Now the cool thing about this ability as well is that with the second part you actually get knocked up into the air and then you do a nice little hit down. But that also means that you are harder to hit for a lot of players that are lurking around ready to pounce on you. You also roundabout do 60% more damage, which is nothing to scoff at. Now Bombastic is really cool because at the end of your Hammer Fist combo, which is your regular combo, you actually get a little explosion at the end. Now this does round about 37% extra damage, but maybe it's 40% because I kind of feel like 37% is a weird number. But just blame my calculator if it's wrong. Now Brainbust is actually really cool because what it does, it increases the distance you can actually travel with your normal grab. But it also increases your damage by 54%. Why are these numbers so weird? Now Temper is basically your inner gamer rage. Basically what this does, for 10 seconds after you get hit, you get so pissed off you do 20% more damage. And also you get some steam blowing out of your ears, which is kind of cool. Now Aerodynamic is a little bit weird because originally I thought what it does is you'll be able to build up speed faster and hit the ground harder. But it actually means that you can just basically cause an explosion from just a small little elbow drop, and that's it. Now there is something this perk doesn't really tell you, and that is if you actually do a perfect landing on them while you're elbowing, you will actually do 25% more damage, which is pretty neat. Alright, now let's move on to Weapon Masters. Now Weapon Masters allows you to deal more damage with all the weapons in the game, which includes street signs, baseball bats, chairs, and a bunch of other things. Now, if you would throw the weapon, you actually don't deal any extra damage, which is kind of strange, but hey, I guess maybe it's like a balance thing. Alright, now we got Wind Fist. Wind Fist is kind of a cool one because when you get knocked down and you want to get back up again, you just have to press square and you will do a wider attack than you normally would. You also deal 33% extra damage, but in my opinion I would probably actually use the special attack to get up instead of this. Unless you are surrounded by a lot of players, in which case I would actually use this move to knock a lot of them back. Just remember, people can still block this pretty easily. Alright, we're in the halfway point of the video. Let's just meditate on that for a second. Alright, so anyway, meditative, it's how you say it actually, it's not meditation. You actually just stand still, do absolutely nothing, and you heal. This is kind of annoying at the end circle because a lot of people are just standing on top of rooftops and just using this to heal up. I swear you see at least one person do this every single game. Alright, now we got the burn. Now the burn is pretty damn simple actually. You basically, whenever you have any of your protein shakes that you have throughout the game, you will be able to get some health from it at the same time. This is really handy, especially in endgame, because there's not much chicken left, but there's usually a short load of protein lying around, especially the yellow ones. Sadistic. This is a really cool move, especially when you pair it with some abilities like Sumo. Now basically what this ability does, it heals you for 2% of your maximum health for every single hit you do. So if you would use this with the Sumo ability, for every single one of those hits, you'll be able to heal yourself. And honestly, being able to heal midway through battle is just so damn handy. Nimble is actually quite a neat little perk, because it allows you to dodge a lot more. For the stamina reduction is exactly 50%, and oh my god, that actually helps out quite a bit. Yeah, English. Now, Rabbit's Foot is really good for getting away from your enemies or getting closer to your enemies so you can punish them. So basically what this does is 40% reduction in your stamina costs for when you're jump sprinting. Now, I would definitely still watch out for not using all your stamina, because if you go into fights with no stamina, you'll be basically knocked out pretty damn fast, because you'll get winded and they have a massive advantage on you. So just be careful out there. Now, Runner is just like the last one, and for 40% less stamina cost, you can sprint a lot longer, meaning that you can catch up to those targets a lot easier. But at the same time, just be careful that you don't get winded and go into a fight with no stamina, because you will die again. Alright, so we're up to the last two. Now, these aren't really in any of the categories, they're more of a thing, like they're everything. They're hybrids, basically, I guess you could say. Alright, let's start off with... Now basically what allows you to do is get 22% more out of your basic attacks when it comes to stars. Now stars are used for your ultimates, and once you can actually pop off your ultimates, you can do a hell of a lot of damage. So this perk is really handy. Also, what the stars allow you to do as well is, if you go down and you have a full meter of those stars, you can actually get revived instantly. Oh, and also if you activate your super but don't actually fully use it, you can still get healed by it. So technically this is also a healing ability that you have. Oh, and also you do a hell of a lot more damage with your normal attacks and your other ability attacks. This is honestly really worth it. And the last perk is Satisfaction. This perk basically allows you to heal and regain some of your energy at the same time. This is really handy mid-fight, but the thing is, you do need to actually knock out an opponent. So this is really good towards the end, where there's gonna be a giant rumble between like 10 people. Now I believe you regain health for 15 seconds and you regain stamina for 30 seconds. Which can honestly come in really clutch in certain situations. Now if I'm not mistaken, that should be all 15 of them. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it wasn't too long. I tried to make it as short as I actually could, just because I know that a lot of you guys are probably wanting to play the game instead of just watch a video. But anyway, hopefully you guys liked. Maybe subscribe. I don't know. Do whatever you guys want. I'll catch you guys later, and well, you have a good one. Bye!